Mr. Sunday Afesume, and I am going to be taking you on Introduction to Front Desk and Practice. Now I am going to start with the course outline. Number one on my list here, we have Intro to Hotel Industry, where we are going to be introducing everything that you have to know about hotel industry, talk about the definition of hotel, about the definition of industry. Then number two is the target market as it concerns hotel business. Number three is the advantages and disadvantages of different types of hotel ownerships. To describe the introduction to automation of hotels. I'll take that again. Advantages and disadvantages of different types of hotel ownership. To describe the introduction of automation of hotels. Number four is the organizational charts of a hotel. As hotel differs, so we have different charts for them. Then number five is the classification of hotels' functional areas. We are going to be classifying hotels' functional areas. Number six is the nature and uses of job specification. Number seven is the classification of hotels. There we are going to describe the various FO departments, that is front officers department. That is under the classification of hotels. We are going to be describing the various front officers departments. Then number eight, we shall be talking about the types of rooms. As hotel differs, so the rooms in the hotels also differs. We are going to be talking about the different types of rooms. Then number nine, we will talk about the tariff structure and plans of a hotel. And lastly, we shall be talking about the sections of FO and their importance. Sections of FO and their importance. The FO again is the front desk management. So that is just the course outline I gave out now. Now to introduce the topic, the hotel industry is the servicing business conducing another significant branch in the economic development of the country. The hotel industry associates many types of industry, such as the tourist industry, the transportation industry, and the food servicing industry. Now, what is hotel? There are so many definitions as regards hotel. One of the definitions I have here is that hotel is an establishment that provides accommodation and other services for paying guests. I take that again. I said hotel is an establishment that provides accommodation and other services for paying guests. Now, when we say that hotel is an establishment that provides accommodation and other services for paying guests, this simply means that hotel goes beyond providing accommodation. There are still other things that hotel provides. There are other services that you can still get in a hotel. One of those services, or some of those services, are the swimming pool. You mustn't be lodging in a hotel before you can use the pool. You can just go into a hotel that has the swimming facility just for the purpose of swimming. You can also go there for gym. You can go and make use of their bar, like when you want to wine, or even for family excursion and so many other things, many other services that hotels render. Now, what is an industry? An industry can simply be defined as businesses of the same type that is considered as a whole. I'll take that again. I said an industry can simply be defined as businesses of the same type that is considered. Before I continue, I would like to give you another definition of hotel. According to the hotel law of 1935, refers to all places constituted to receive the payment from travelers or people who quest for lodging or temporal stay.
Please, Mr. Son, you're muted. Unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself.
If, so that is the definition of the hotel. Now, what is hotel industry? Before I go on, we have succeeded in talking about the course outline, the introduction to hotel, and also introduction or definition of hotel rather, and definition of industry. Now, what is hotel industry? Hotel industry can be defined as all forms of business relating to the provision of accommodation in lodging, food and drinks, and various types of other services that are interconnected and form intended for the public service. Again, hotel industry can be defined as forms of business relating to the provision of accommodating in lodging, food and drinks, and various types of services that are interconnected and form.
Please unmute yourself, Mr. Sunday. Please, student, please for the lecture.
Hello?
We can hear you. Continue.
Okay. So now we are going to be talking about the target market. That's just the introduction of the that's just the introduction of the hotel industry. Now I want to talk about the target market. A hotel target market refers to the specific type of people or group who already had so some main types of hotel target market segmentation. Number one is location. How does location affect a target market? The location can affect the target based on where the hotel is being located. If it is in a big city or a rural town, if it is by the beach or landlocked area, if it is a walking distance from an amusement park or a popular conference center. We are talking about the target market segmentation of some main the place where the hotel is located. That is the number one. Then secondly is the size of the hotel. That is number two. It doesn't matter whether you are staying at a place with your max capacity. I said number one is the location, number two is the size, and number three is the preferred amenities. Number three is preferred amenities. There are some hotels where you can find swimming pools, while some hotels you can't find them there. Now it all there are some people that prefer being in a hotel that will not have clubs because they love their privacy. They love staying away from noisy background. Why some other people, if the hotel is not the type that have clubs, they will not be able to lodge there because they are the type that loves one is the traveler type. I said number one is location, number two is size, number three is preferred amenities, and number four is traveler type. Different interests than a family of five with young children. Knowing which type of traveler your hotel currently attracts is yet another clue into who your target market is or should be. As a good hotelier, can not also accommodate people that are coming there to live or to lodge with their children, especially when they have a large family. While these categories are good starting points, you will need to do a little more digging to understand exactly who frequents your hotel now and who would like to do more business with in the future. Now, take that again. I said every hotel offers a unique combination of characteristics. While these categories are good starting points, you will need to do a little more digging to understand exactly who frequents your hotel now and who would like to do more business with in the future. I understand that the network is fluctuating. Sometimes I am being asked to unmute. I don't know why it's doing like that. So I'm just going to run through the target market segmentation again. I said number one is the location, number two is the size, number three is the preferred amenities, and number four is the traveler type. Now, another subheading that we have here is the ways to identify your target market. Ways to identify your target market. Number one, survey your customers. And survey your customers. Survey help you to get information directly from the horse's mouth, so to say. Survey helps you to get information directly from the horse's mouth, so to say. An easy way to get consumer feedback into the psyche of current guests. Having this information will help you to define what kind of people currently stay at your hotel. You can automatically survey guests using SMS, email, or verbally by integrating it with your checkout process. The key is to make it short and interesting. While you're trying to carry out this survey, anything more than 5 questions is overkill and easily ignored. That is to say, if you are using survey, we are talking about ways to identify your target market. Survey is one of the ways. And if you are using this survey technique, the key is to make it short and interesting. Anything more than 5 questions is overkill and easily ignored. Customers can easily ignore it once the questions is beyond 5. It can sometimes be boring. Now, some popular target market survey questions are: one, how did you hear about us? That is, if you are using the survey techniques to identify your target market, we said number one is the survey, to survey your customers. And some of those questions you ask to survey your customers, number one is, how did you hear about us? You ask the customers. Some can hear about a particular hotel through mails. Some can hear about a particular hotel through friends, through family members, through advert on the TV, on the radio, newspaper, and so on. It is even possible some are just passing by, maybe traveling, and by that means they get to see the hotel. So you ask questions like, how did you hear about us? Number two, we are still talking about the survey your customers. We are talking about ways to identify your target market. We say number one is to survey your customers. And the questions you use in surveying your customers, you say number one is, how did you hear about us? Number two, what did you enjoy most about your stay? Now, every customer that comes to a particular hotel must definitely leave one day, no matter how long they stay. It is appropriate you ask them, you get to know what they enjoy more about their stay in your hotel. That will make you to either improve on it. All depends on the customer's feedback. Number three, which of the following most influenced your decision to book with us? What influenced your stay, your what influenced you most? Your decision. What influenced your decision to hotel to a friend stroke family members? Number four, would you recommend our hotel to a friend stroke family member? It is appropriate you ask. The reason you are asking is if you treat them very well, definitely the answer is going to be yes. If you didn't treat them very well, the answer will be no. Then from there you can get to ask them, why did you say you are not going to recommend us to a friend or family? They will give you their complaints. The complaint can be because there was no light throughout the night, because the bed were not okay and all that. And with their complaints, you can use it to adjust. Number five, what was your purpose of your most recent visit? These and other thought-provoking questions should come with a set of multiple choice answer and another section with the space to leave a comment. That is, it should be a multiple choice answer. There should be multiple choice answer when you are setting all these questions. Number two, enable customers to create profiles. We are still talking about ways to identify your target market. We said that number one is to survey your customers. And we talked about different questions that you can ask when surveying customers. One of which is how did you hear about us? Number two, what did you enjoy most about your stay? Number three, which of the following most influenced your decision to book with us? Number four, would you recommend our hotel to a friend, to a family member? Then number five, what was the purpose of your most recent visit? While setting all these questions, there should be multiple choice answer. Now let's forge ahead. Number two, under ways to identify your target market. Enable customers to create profiles. Enable customers to create profiles. This is one of the oldest market tricks in the book for good reason. Create a fake, Creating a fake profile of a person who is most likely to stay at your hotel is both a creative and effective tool for understanding occupation and anything else you can deem relevant. It is appropriate that you know who is lodging in your hotel. You have to outline some things. The first thing you outline is who they are, what they are like, their occupation, and anything else that you think that is relevant once someone is coming into your hotel to come and lodge. Those things are things that you should outline. It is very possible that maybe because after they left, something happened. There have there have been so many instances where two people come into a hotel to lodge, and before you know, one person will disappear, the other one will be found dead inside the hotel room. Now, how do you locate this person? That is why you have to outline who they are. Those that are lodging in the hotel, who are they? What they look like, their occupation, and any other thing. They look like Iroko tree, they are short, they are tall, they are fair, they are dark. Just a good description, just in for necessity, in case you may need them in future. Number three is imagine your audience point of view. Understanding your target market's demographics is about more than just listening educational levels and hobbies. It's about one step further and getting into the hearts of the people you would most like to have at your hotel. For example, if your hotel is fairly small and located in a popular area where travelers have many options of lodging all year round, if you've come to the conclusion that your target market includes traditional families will you add to your hotel to make it the obvious choice for new parents? Things like relaxing and private breastfeeding stations in the lobby could be the tipping point for many potential guests who fit these demographics. Your target market. The third way you can identify your target market. There are so many ways you can identify your target market. We just listed some here. And we said the third one is imagine your audience point of view. A hotel with newborns, a, a very relaxed place, maybe somewhere around the lobby where they can sit comfortably and breastfeed their like these are not seen. Definitely, they may not likely visit your hotel again. That is, if they are still having newborns. See what outline reviews says. But that doesn't mean you can't still uncover a few hidden gems in your help or trip advice advisory. What they expected to experience, what they loved the most about the location, etc. Add these details to your notes and check back for new reviews at regular intervals to get a better understanding of what your guests need and want. See what online reviews say. That is number four. We said number one is survey your customers. Number two, enable customers to create profiles. Number three, imagine your audience point of view. And number four, see what online reviews say. They were staying at your hotel, what they expected to experience, what they loved the most about the location. You have to add these details to your notes and check, am I actually meeting up to standards? The guests that are coming here, am I giving them what they want? Are they being satisfied? You have to check all those things. Keep customers to keep your targeted customers to make the hotel visitors, demographics, and more using Google Analytics. Understand website, that is the fifth point. Understand websites, visitors, demographics, and more using Google Analytics. Google Analytics Google Analytics offers some incredible information. This tool can show you who visits your site, where each site visitor is located, what they click on, how long they stayed on each page, etc. It offers some incredible information. The Google Analytics offer some incredible information. One of such information is that it can show you who visits your site, where each site visit, visitor is located, what they click on, how long they stayed on each page, and so many other things. And even ways to identify your target market. We say number one is the survey, to survey your customers. Number two, enable customers to create profiles. Number three, imagine your audience point of view. Number four, see what online reviews say. Number five, understand website visitors demographics and more using Google Analytics. Number six now, use sales and CRM software to track your customer interactions. No one knows your hotel's history like a great sales and CRM software. Quality programs like social tables offer easy to learn systems for capturing it is for capturing and assessing sales data. That data is often turned into customizable visual reports. That is, use sales and CRM software to track your customer interactions. Number seven, which is the last on my list, seek out opinions being shared on social media. Social media helps gather target market information the same way online reviews do. People love sharing their opinions on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Each website offers its own insights, tools, and opportunities to honest feedbacks. Now, you will agree with me that most marketers now, the best place they sell their products fast is online, either through all right, please, your assignment is this. That is going to be the end of the class for today. We are going to continue again by next week, Sunday. Your first assignment, number one, you are going to submit the assignment. Number one, define hotel industry. Number one, I said define hotel industry. Number two, what is the target market? Define hotel target market. Number two, define hotel target market. Number three, list three types of questions you are to ask when you are surveying your customers. List three important types of questions to be asked when surveying your customers. Please send your answers to the following email: afesumesunday@gmail.com. Afesume is spelled Afesume. Sunday, Sunday@gmail.com. Take that again. Define hotel industry. Number two, hotel target market. Define hotel target market. Number three, list three survey questions to be asked when surveying your customers or your target market. Submit at afesumesunday@gmail.com. Thank you very much. You can log me out now, boss.